Today you're going to complete the estimating taxes worksheet. This says using the 2024 or whatever year it is tax table and following standard deductions, or choose itemized deductions if the itemizer more calculate the answers. Show all work. This will be in your benefit because if you make a mistake, maybe if it's a mathematical error, I might not count off as much. Standard deductions. These are the standard deductions. Okay, so if you're single or married filing separately, it's $14,600. Married filing jointly or qualifying surviving spouse, $29,200. Head of household, $21,900. Again, this is for the 2024 year. Yours may be different. Sally and John are married and filed jointly. So that is going to be our first clue, filing jointly. They have an AGI, which is adjusted gross income, of $120,300. They have $18,000 in itemized deductions. Should they take the standard deductions? We want to take whichever one is higher. So they have $18,000 in itemized deductions, or they could take $29,200 in a standard deduction. Yes, they should take the standard deduction. So we are just going to cross this off so we don't even have to deal with that number. So the answer is going to be yes. What is their taxable income? This is going to be their income, which is $120,300. And we are going to subtract out the deductions. And we have concluded that their deductions is going to be $29,200 because we are looking up here for the whole worksheet, and the standard deductions for married filing jointly is $29,200. What is their tax owed? For their tax owed, we are going to look at either the online tax table, or we are going to look at, I have a pink table here that I have printed out. We need to know what these two numbers are. So we're going to take 120,300 minus 29,200, and we're going to get 91,100. So we need to find this number in our tax table. Okay, so we're going to look up $91,100. So 91. So, and make sure that you're looking at this correct. It is at least 91,100. It is not less than 91,100. So we will be looking at this line, and then we have to make sure we're looking at the correct column. So this would be the fourth column. So I am looking at $10,471. So over here, I'm going to put $10,471. What if they also get a $4,400 child tax credit? So tax credits are going to be taken off of tax. So we're going to take $10,471 and we're going to subtract out $4,400. And we are going to get $6,071. Okay, how much do they now owe? Well, they now owe $6,071. What if they had $8,500 in federal withholdings on their W-2? Do they get a refund or do they have to pay? Well, we are going to look at how much they owe this, and we're going to compare it to how much they have taken out. They owe this amount, they have had this amount taken out, so they are going to get a refund. How much of a refund? Well, we're going to take our amount we've paid, or that they've paid, and we're going to subtract out our $6,071. And that is going to give us $2,429 refund. Okay? Now, the next question, we're going to skip the next question because that is single. So again, make sure that you realize well, actually we'll do this one. So on this one, Just make sure you're always looking for the correct deductions, because down here on Brian, he's going to be head of household, which is going to be way up here as well. Okay, all these deductions we're going to look up here. Okay, and if this itemized deduction is more than this, we will take the itemized. So in looking at David, David is single, he earns $120,000, has itemized deductions of $23,321, and has no credits. So he has no credits, we don't have to worry about that. Should he take the standard deduction? Well, or itemized. So his itemized deduction is $23,321, but if he takes the standard, it's only $14,600. So he should take the itemized, okay, which is $23,321. What is his taxable income? So we're going to take his income, $120,000. We are going to subtract his deductions, $23,321, and we're going to get a total of $96,679. We're then going to look in our lovely tax table, or the one online. This one I have this one printed out if anybody would like to use the printed out one. And we're looking for $96,679. So $96,600 is going to be between this number and this number. He is single, so we are going to be looking at this column. So we will be using $16,322. Okay, so $16,322. And we are supposed to subtract any tax credit. So we minus, he has no tax credit. So we minus 0. It's going to give us the exact number. If he had $18,320 withheld in federal income tax, would he receive a refund or would he have to pay? So if I look here, he has a bigger number withheld than he owes. So we're going to take $18,320, because it is going to be a refund, and we're going to subtract $16,322, which is going to give us a total of $1,998. Okay, just make sure that you are always looking at the correct column in the book.